What is up, you guys? This is Eric Cuts for the Win. I wanted to discuss Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, or as I've been hearing other people pronounce it, Sekiro. It's like you kind of roll the R a tiny bit, but not too much. The Spanish in me wants to roll it. I want to say Sekiro or something like that, but I don't think that's right. Let me know in the comment section how you pronounce it, because I gotta admit, it's a hard word for me to pronounce. But yeah, this game, there's new gameplay footage. I'm sure you guys have seen it by now. Gamescom happened and people got to go over there and play the game. There's also been others who have been flown out to Activision to experience the game as well. I know Maximilian was one of them. I saw his video and everything he was saying just sounded so good. You know, I was one of those people that wanted a Bloodborne 2. You guys know this, but I was always open to the idea of something new as well. I wasn't totally against it. And I am not disappointed. So far what I'm seeing, it looks like we got to get good all over again. That seems to be the consensus from all the people who played it as well. They said if you go into this game with a Bloodborne or Dark Souls mentality and try and speak that language, you're just going to get destroyed because it's such a different combat system. There's no stamina bar, there's no leveling up, and those couple of things right there makes me think that this game is going to be a lot tougher because you don't get to level up. You don't get to build a build. You don't get to, use farming as a tool to get OP or anything like that. And that's not a diss to anyone who does that, but I'm kind of excited for this because now we're all going to be like on the same playing field. We can really see who's the best out here, I think it's going to be really cool to play, experience, and watch others play as well because it's like we're all going to be at the same level. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to say the least, and I'm getting more and more excited just thinking about it. And watching this gameplay is just making me even more hype. Like, I want this game right now. Another thing that a lot of them have been mentioning is that this game is super polished already. It's like 7 months out, it comes out in March, but they feel like, man, it's already polished. So they're saying with 7 months to go, it's going to get even better and better. They were very impressed with how smooth it was. I think they were playing on PC, so keep that in mind as far as like frames and all that. But just from the combat alone, I can see where they're coming from. Like, it just seems super smooth. It seems polished and almost like this game's just ready to go already. I didn't really see any moments where I'm like, that looks a little weird as far as combat and movement. The areas, I mean, some of it I can see, man, that can be even better looking when this comes out. That's something I think about, like, man, this game's gonna look good. So yeah, just in terms of development, it seems like they're on pace for something nice here. But getting back to the whole challenge and difficulty and why I'm thinking this is going to be more difficult, like I said, with no leveling up, we're going to be on the same level, all of us. Like, we're all going to be just playing the same struggle. And I really do think the combat itself is going to be more difficult as well. Just from watching it, it's all about posture, right? It's all about trying to get the enemy off their feet and get them staggered and, just outwit them as far as when it comes to blocking, parrying, positioning, and striking. Not to mention, we could use a grappling hook, which can really open up the combat. I'm only imagining the things we can do, especially when it comes to bosses. We could probably use that to, hook onto trees or anything that's in the area and just maneuver around the boss. I mean, so much for the old days of dodging. Now we got a grappling hook. And it's fun to see it in action. Just, from everyone playing, they're able to traverse the land with the grappling hook. So to me, I feel like that's going to open up the gameplay a lot. But yeah, they're saying it's not going to be so much Soulsborne, right? I mean, we can see that with just by looking at it. No leveling system, no builds, no farming, no collecting your souls, no, using the souls as currency to get your weapons stronger or just your build stronger. That's all gone, And then some people, they're even saying this really reminds them of Tenchu. Now, I never played Tenchu back in the day, so maybe you guys can fill me in even more in the comments section. But from what I gathered, the consensus is that it's from the combat. The swords clinking together, the blocking, the parrying, even the enemies when they're getting sliced up and like there's blood just coming out of their necks and things like that. People are saying that is so Tenchu. So yeah, if you guys can, connect more for me, what about this game reminds you of Tenchu, let me know in the comments section. Because obviously from an aesthetic point of view, and just by looking at the game, it does look like a From Software game. It does kind of have that Soulsborne kind of feel, especially in the enemies. I can see some of these enemies being in Bloodborne, but when it comes to the gameplay, it seems like a whole different system. And so it's going to be interesting how different it is when you actually get your hands on it. That's what I'm looking forward to. There's a clip, I think it was from Vati Vidya. It's him playing where he's going up against this big, what you would think was like a mini boss, but I think it's just a regular enemy. And he was trying to hit and throw off the posture of this enemy right at the edge of a cliff. And you can see the detail in this, in the enemy, where he's trying to keep his balance. And it almost looks like Vati has him, like he's about to hit him off the cliff and make him fall. But nope, that guy turns around, grabs him, slams him to the ground, and then throws him off the cliff. It was a total Souls moment, right? It still has that spirit of like, you think you have them, and they just turn around and throw you off a cliff, or they kick you or something like that. It was one of those moments, like a fail moment. And so I really loved seeing that. I was like, man, this is Soulsborne. Like, this is what I want right here. Not to mention the guy was on fire, the Sekiro main character had his sword on fire, so he was like slashing at him. You would think, man, okay, he's got him. Nope, he threw him off the cliff. It was awesome. That was a moment that had me solidify, like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And I'm up for the challenge. It's gonna be a tough one, I think. Just getting in the groove of this game, learning all over again. Trying to forget the Soulsborne strategies and formulas and trying to learn this new one, but also at the same time still seeing the influence and feeling at home and feeling like it has the Soulsborne spirit, that Miyazaki spirit, that From Software spirit. It's got me hyped. It's got me so hyped. So yeah, I can't wait for this game. It comes out March 22nd. Hopefully it's not delayed or anything like that. With how polished it's looking, I'd be really surprised if it's delayed. Yeah, next year is going to be crazy. The same month, Devil May Cry 5 comes out. There's a bunch of other games coming out in that time frame, the early spring and late winter. It's going to be crazy next year. I can't wait. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the new footage. I'm sure you've seen enough to kind of gather some thoughts on it. Let me know. If you're excited about this game, if you're kind of hesitant, maybe you hated Soulsborne before and now you want to play it, or maybe you're so stuck on wanting it to be Soulsborne you're disappointed, because I've seen that too. I've seen those opinions floating around where people really, really wanted Bloodborne 2, and so they're looking at this disappointed. And I can't relate to that, man, because like I said, I really wanted Bloodborne 2, but at the same time, I was open to something new. And especially if it looked this good, and it's going way above my expectations so far just from watching it. I can't wait to play it, get my hands on it. Until then, I'm going to be keeping up with all the news on this game and keeping up content for you guys. You guys already know when this game comes out, I'm dropping tons of boss videos and streaming the game and all of that. That's all going to go down. And I can't wait to watch other people stream it and fight the bosses and put up those gameplay videos. Can't wait for all that. I love it. But yeah, you guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.